Alrighty, g'day guys, welcome to a game of Learning from Observation on FBG. I will just quickly preface this as I plan to upload this basically a few hours after actually recording it. So if there are another set of issues with my, or with the recording, if there's any like choppiness or anything like that, just let me know. I'll upload a spare, or I'll, delete this, re-upload a spare, and then just check out what's going on. Settings wise, I think it was just a one-off last time because I was alt-tabbing a little and YouTube had a couple of issues then, but if you just let me know, that'd be good. Anyway, got LOD on red, really nice ads for Annie 10 and a reroll late, so he's happy. Mouth with an infantry drop from first roll. Yep, good stuff, just yellow it up. Got a bear with engineer. I would definitely remove this bear. I don't think it really has any synergy with the role. I don't like it at all actually. I would definitely delete the bear. I would rather play ghoul over bear. That, or you delete the engineer. You play grey or grizzly with ghoul. But yeah, we'll see. Got Wolverine. Okay. I hate Wolverine. I'd definitely play either wagon or like maybe wagon into dragon. Anyway, it's a warrior send from east, so he does fine, he does fine, he does well, and he does fine, so it's a big fail. Got ship with Geo, nice overall roll on yellow. For orange we've got zombie with spider null, so good roll. We've got polar, slave, PD, grey main for pink, right? And we've got turrets for green. So the what do you call them? Wolverine actually got pretty unlucky here because it can hold. And they're gonna see this engineer. It's actually really lucky that leaked. Damn, I would have no fucking idea what this is. Didn't realize engineer splash was quite so even actually. I guess the warriors were right next to each other. But yeah, big fail on the warriors. I fucking hate sending warriors, honestly. I feel like it very rarely works. Anyway, happy Lord, happy mouth. So full push. We had another mouth. Feels kind of bad, but yeah, we don't really have other good options. You could go prisoner, but it's kind of pointless, so I think you just got to add another mouth. We added a tribesman. Okay, I mean we just needed something to alter. I'm pretty sure we didn't need to build here actually, so yeah, feel like we didn't need to build. Okay, we definitely didn't need to build. 2 Blood Orc Warriors actually holds level 2 versus no sand. 200 value, they're very good on 2. So you could have pushed 1 Wisp or 1 Lumberjack fast and then built later, but it's not the end of the world. One for the clock on yellow, second zombie here, just like more slaves and then more turrets. Everything looks pretty normal for east really. It's definitely east with better overall rolls. Also, I guess we just saved gold here, and I'm not sure why we did that because it definitely always leaks. 2 mouth infantry, you ain't holding with that. Game's nice and slow, but these guys are really not that good versus resend on 3. So we'll see what they do. I don't think East rather can resend 3, but it's always possible because they're 3-3-0 and 1 guy on 2-0, right? But there's a chance that they're like 4 people on 4-0 if they're playing like Aqua's Engie sort of thing. So hard to know. Alright. It just adds to mouths here anyway. I don't know. Yeah. Mouth sucks too, by the way. Going for militia. It's interesting. It's probably the way now the way the game played out. Yeah, it's probably correct. Just thinking you want to try and minimize dead value, but it's a little bit difficult because otherwise you need like 4 ranges. 3 ranges? 3 ranges. We went for, okay, we didn't go Wolverine, just 4 Blood Orcs. This holds 4, but you need another, holds 3, but you need another one for level 4. Actually a little bit of risk coming in here from, no, well, no, not really actually. Just a little bit of risk from orange, but it ends up, he ends up being fine. So I was saying Militia's pretty crap on 3, but obviously versus no send he's completely fine. Wonder if we're gonna go for yellow on the Lord. We could. Going Wolverine here. I don't know, don't really like it. It's pretty overbuilt, so does that mean they're fear a resend? Maybe they're just fear a resend and that's why he's going Wolverine. I don't even know if it's better than just going for another Blood Orc Warrior though. Kind of feel like it's not. Could be wrong, but I kind of feel like it's not. Focus dependent, I guess. As many things. Looks like we're going for the AOD, yeah. I think that's fair enough. It's definitely like, gives them a bit of cover on 5 where they're otherwise certainly not looking too amazing. I think I'd YOLO this a bit more if I was orange now, considering he's going for AOD. But you also don't really have to. I don't know, I think I'd go one more spider for 5. And then potentially build for 6 or not, and then build for 7. Definitely want one butcher by level 7. Don't really feel like you need both, but maybe. This game has been very slow. It's kind of interesting because, like, for the most part, the pushes are relatively low as well. The exceptions being like red and green, who have a reasonable amount. Does anyone send 5? Nobody sends 5. Oh, we're doing king. And we're just chilling. Yeah, we're just chilling on our wood at the moment. We don't have very much of it, so. Yeah, first butcher. AOD. Then just normal turret YOLO. Feels kind of bad, but I think he needed the second ship here. Because, like, here's the thing. Actually, no. I wouldn't have gone for second ship here. I think I'd go, Witch Dock. And I'm pretty sure that'd hold 5. Yeah, it should with 570 with a clock as well. And then you need to build for 6, but you can go, like, Captain, ship on 7, ship on 8 sort of thing. Feel like that would be the way. In my opinion. We did just go YOLO. Okay. Is that just Lot and 2 militias? I'm not so sure that holds. Militia is... Okay, we went for a hammer militia, which is also really bad on 5. We did give it the extra HP. So we will be fine. Okay. Hammer 2 shots, but obviously it hits slower. The Wolverine managed to hold, which is nice for him, but at the same time he's 720 value for 1, so... And there've been leaks every level this game. So it's not super fun for him. Are we getting another hammer and then a Hades? Looks like we're getting another hammer and then a Hades. Yeah, that's fair. Imagine it did do pretty well versus no send. It looks like no send might be what's coming. So who really benefits if both teams skip? Red benefits massively if both teams skip. And then I think orange really likes it as well if both teams skip. Potentially Alex as well, depending on what he wants to do. At a guess it would be 6-3 and ship, but it also could be witch dock and ship. Basically depends if he expects a freehold or not. If you don't think they're sending, I think you go witch dock. If you do think they're sending, yeah, I think you go 6-3. Interesting big turret placement by Moa. Normally I would have it on that one, because it's got 900 HP as opposed to 380. Granted you pay more for it, but it still has good uptime on DPS. I don't know, it certainly worked for him, but 715 really should be holding. And more time. Okay, East is sending a little bit. Furb Hermit? Probably just Furb Hermit. Maybe they'll send more. I think they will see the king here, so they might send some more. Like, it's worth saying 11 attacks a lot, but because this game is so slow, there could still be a send coming with 11 attack. Probably not with HP now. So see if they start to send more. He can't really cancel his push, unfortunately. Or like, he can't really, he needs the PD, is basically what I'm trying to say. He doesn't really have options. We could flex it around, but yeah, at this point it's probably not worth it. Especially since, once again, Furb Hermit is, like, possible. What are we going to do? Push 7-4? I think he's going to push 7-4 and, sack his lane a bit. Right, so kind of want to watch the Hammer Militia. So light armor was the only armor we could afford here, which is why we went for it. Obviously it's the worst one for 7, but I think it's still, like, it still is better than just saving gold. Probably buy a ranger over light armor though, personally. It's slightly less good for 7, but a bit better for 10, I think. Honestly, it's like 7-1. It's not particularly impressive. The militias didn't really do that well, but it's not the end of the world by any stretch. Okay, so we are staying 7-3 actually. Alright. We actually built up as well. So we don't want to sack our lane yet, which I suppose is fair. Shockwave on west, and east gets to eat everything mid between orange and pink. And then yellow has some option to damage 10, orange is very good on 10, and pink needs to reroll probably if he wants to damage 10. But they're going for the resend 8. So that's against Hades with Militia, Bear with Tribe, Wolverine, and the last lane Abno or Mouth. Yeah, send will probably work. I think it's, if you remember like the calling focus game I did, I think it's the same sort of call, like 8 is pretty okay if you want to skip 10. If you want to send 10 as well, I feel like you risk the game getting fat, and which is probably fine with their rolls. Actually, yeah, it's totally fine with these 3 rolls. They're still a little bit weak on 16, which makes it awkward. It's like, because you're bad on 16, you still want the game to be 15, but if you make the game too fat, which it possibly would be if you send 8 and 10, then you risk them being able to, like, realistically skip 15. I don't know, we'll see. So do we build? We build 1 ranger, okay. It's a completely reasonable decision, but it's going to end up being slightly painful versus the send. Relatively big send as well. This is 3 Abnos though. 3 Abnos is definitely worth something here. Build the Ranger, my friend. Ah, maybe you wanted to go 7-4 and still reach 2 Hades. I'm not sure. Actually, more like he was worried he wouldn't reach 2 Hades if you added the Ranger. Zaranger. But yeah, it's gonna you're not actually gonna lose gold from it. It's definitely gonna make East pretty rich, but it'll make West a little bit rich also. Watch out these 2 lanes do. Really good focus here actually, the infantry's not getting sniped, so we clear like most of the lane. Because of that, which is slightly lucky, but you know. If that infantry gets sniped, you leak a lot more. Yeah, Diabolic doing an okay job, but you know. You can't do everything. Hello is leaking 1 creep, 2 creeps, 2 creeps. Okay. So Shockwave, they don't really need to up. They just like get time and everyone gets money, but East gets more. We'll see how they use their shockwaves. Okay, using shockwave to kill, which means when we're on West, we don't really want time. Which is interesting. Wonder what they want to do with this not wanting time. Could be 12? Could be. I don't know though, it feels a little bit bad into a Butcher, because you know you're going to feed the Butcher on 10, and you also don't know the skill on East, so... Like, the reason you might not want time if you're planning 12 is because, firstly, if you go for lots of time, it can make it kind of obvious. Or it can, like, hint at that. Secondly, you don't want to get wrecked on 10. And the way to not get wrecked on 10 is to not let the other team have a really fucking big send. Okay. So it looks like we're going for 5 Abnos on 10, which we will not get if we don't send. Probably won't get anyway. In which case I think we should just get the Zeus here. Yeah, I would sell this. I would get the Zeus. We don't have enough or whatever. I would sell this. I would get like some nulls. And then get the Zeus and an Abno next. Be interesting to see what we do. I think Lod is a mistake on 10. So I think it's drop and reroll or just commit to the melee ranges. Got our 7-3 Wolverine, so we'll see how he does. And we're selling and going dead. I feel like it's a 12 from West. I don't really like it, but I feel like it's a 12. We'll see what East wants to do. They could also 12. They definitely could also 12, but with Shockwave, it's like kind of hard. Okay, it isn't actually a 10 from West. Probably... I don't know. It's hard to say, really. I don't love the look of their setups in a standard game. I think they're pretty reliant on Red getting a good reroll. Then Easter just going King. Yeah, so King into 14, 15, probably 15. I really like King 15 from East here. I think it makes a lot of sense. You increase the value in the game overall by sending on 8, so you do that on level 8, so you don't need to do it on level 10. And then, yeah, the fact that you've increased the value, increased your income, means you're not that scared, but I guess they are sending a little bit, so this is just bows at the moment. I don't know if they're trying to split a mid, or what their play is there. We'll see how it goes. Have no Zeus. Have no Zeus. What are we doing? This will be interesting. Are we going melee ranges or are we going drop load and roll? Okay, drop load, drop some ranges and reroll. Drop a harpy, yeah, I'd rather drop ranges. Can't keep this though. Can't play this for 10. Yeah, it's pretty bad for 10. I don't like it. Like small lot is pretty crap. I don't have a melee eye because we made the harpy. The harpy's okay for sure, but small hod feels fucking bad, so I definitely would have used my free. And then base my decisions off that. See how Mr. Wolverine does? I feel like everyone wanted to watch the Wolverine lane here. I feel like you really don't need to spam ping versus like 3 bowmen, but okay, well Wolverine has like most of the mid, but you know. To be honest, I don't think that's like wholly relevant. Definitely not the greatest focus here, but we're going to Lake. Which is overall okay, to be honest. So East rather gets 1 guy mid, 2 guys killing 2 bosses, and then, wow, Alex went 7-7. So Moa rolled Firelord Bear. We rolled Firelord with PD and Slaves. Okay, fair enough to go 7-7 then. When Orange is your best lane on 10, and 2 other guys rolled Firelord, which, as we know, it's perhaps a little bit good on certain levels, such as 7 and 15, but 15 in this case. That makes sense then, to go for the slow leaks, and everyone else can stay a little bit low. So what's the skill? Thornmail on East. Fair enough, that's probably why they started kinging a little bit early as well. You know, pre-level 7 is because of the best spell for level 7, Thornmail. It's many compare it to Immolation. Yeah, no, Thornmail's bad on 7. Definitely changes up your playstyle. Wow, what a great reroll. Damn, that's terrible. Really don't have many options with that, except for the reroll button, but it's 100 now. No, it's yeah, it's 100 now. That was his 50. Ouch. Still, probably gotta take it. We're rolling now? Okay, we're rolling now. Really nice roll. I sell that Lord. Yep. Got Hades here. I don't think you want to show that. I think you always get this Hades up, so I don't think you really need to show that. Granted, you'll show it with the 0 value leak, so it doesn't really matter. But I think just upping a Hades is better for Arena as well. I think AOD like is pretty crap. BD's good, I think AOD is a little bit crap. That being said, you know, it's a pretty invalid argument because with the 0 value lane there's really no chance of winning Arena despite the malformations, as my camera control goes to hell. So I'm trying to do a couple of things at once. Ah well. Yeah, pretty simple Arena win for East, no surprise, the 0 value. But you know, the 0 value could end up being quite good later on in the game. Also, so 7-7 for Lex. It'll be interesting to see what he does in terms of leaks. I think he will just go for leaks, but he doesn't have to. Anyway, Zimoa. It's just going probably like Flameboy, 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 or Flameboy, 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 or even 1, 2, 3 and leave the Ranger. Interesting to see where he places it. I don't know if I want it here, 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 here. Looks like here. I feel like I don't want here and here though. I feel like I want here and here. To let the first one run up a bit, creeps clog around it like that, because the Ranger pulls them onto the wall, and the creeps clog around it in the Magnetor, and then the other 2 are hitting like this bunch of creeps here. Would be like my thoughts. So we're building back up, which is interesting. Interesting to see if they try any like Malf abuse here with red and teal possibly trying to build as little as they can, and then blue trying to put his abnormalities mid to get the 0 bounty gold. Be interesting to see if they try that. And Alex decided not to leak on level 11. I feel like his team wants slow leaks though. Because like, he's got good lumber, but we've got crap. We've got crap. He's got good lumber as well. But 2 of his lanes have got like really crappy lumber, so... Right, there's our 100. Up the young lich dock to heal the abnos so they don't explode in mid. Yeah, fair call. Definitely always sell these Komodos here. Firstly, you placed them wrong, they should be in front if you're actually gonna ever keep them. You get Ghost, which is obviously good, and then you get Goliath, which is actually a very nice synergy with the abnos. I think you build Goliath here though, like on this wave. That way it helps the abnos survive, which you obviously want the abnos to survive. So both of red and teal built this level, so they're not directly trying to feed blue, but they may also just do so because neither of them are actually very good on 12. But blue's not going to have abnos mid either is the thing, because he did the Ghost rather than something like a Goliath, which would share damage and provide them with the support aura, where he may actually have an unpopped abnormality mid. Unpopped. What a terrible phrasing for it. Yeah, this is like King Leaks here, so... It's interesting. I mean, East doesn't fear 13 at all. Maybe they have to fear 14? Don't even know if they do really though. The reason I say East doesn't fear 13 is because Moa is very, very strong on 13. Magnetor, bunch of turrets, and Flame Lord Dark Priests. Yeah, nice abno abuse, indeed, indeed. Once again, the fast wave comes out, so they're really not looking for time, or like excessive time. And it feels weird to be West this game. Like, they do not have good values. And they do not have, like, good enough lumber either, to be honest. Does not look like a fun time. Be interesting to, if we see the full builds here from East. Moa in particular. I think that's actually correct. I think they do die 13 indeed. Looks like Moa's saving his gold here. Interesting. Okay, he definitely doesn't fear 13 then. Or he just figures that, like, whatever, he's mid anyway. Pretty sure they die here. Also, that Goliath should be in front. You can see how it has 180 range. The abnos have like a smaller model and they have like less range. If I can actually click on one, I'll try and show you. It just says melee, which I believe is like 140 or something. Basically, the Goliath will stay behind the abnos always, which you don't really want. You do want it to take a couple of hits and then the abnos going in front. Alright, so 14 send from West. Yeah, completely understandable. They needed it without a doubt. There's just no possible way they could look for a 15 race and feel okay about it. They would not be okay. But honestly, like, the send is not that impressive. Purple had good bank, the rest of them not so much, so we'll see if they even get a break. Keeping in mind this is like 3400 value. Please don't build a none-up dig for 14 where you should probably expect they're sending. Please don't build a none-up dig. You really don't need a none-up dig this game. Like, yeah, you really just don't need it at all. Like, at all. We'll see, but it's not good. Moa did, what did he do here? He built. Trying to see what he actually built. Okay, there's the third flame. Fair enough. I don't know. I don't think this send kills ever. Not through, I believe 3 heals on East. Watch Moa. Watch Orange as well. With his fucking small league here. Yeah, it's like, you realise he wants a TOC on 15, but it's also like, I feel like if you're just realistic, it's like, how do they ever win a race 15? With like your units and lumber and all that. Like all these metrics that are so favoured. He's mid anyway because it's 3400 value, but definitely could do a lot better. You can see the both the Flame Lords were just able to clear, which is like kind of silly to be honest. It looks like Pink did better than Green, even though Green had, you know, more value and honestly a better setup. Well, what you would say should be a better setup with the Magnetor and all that. The reason that Pink did better is servants. So if you see the Slave Master, right, it spawns little servant dudes at its feet. Yeah, spawns little servant dudes at its feet. And those get affected by the lava aura of the Fire Lord, right? Which means that every single one of those little summons, this is some interesting king control by the way, every single one of those little summons blows up and does damage, which ends up being like a lot of DPS. I'm pretty sure he is just controlling. This is just like normal KC from this looks about normal. Anyway, who has mid potential on West? Because obviously East have decided to resend here. But yeah, all of these little servants, I would zoom in, but you can see them like at the feet just here, and then like just here, and there's another one there. They all blow up, which is silly. And also PD is very good 14, and also we had a Magnetor too. Yeah, I don't know. Game's hard. Okay, so who are we gonna watch? We'll watch Red. He definitely could be mid. 2 PDs, 4 big Warlocks. Still this small Lord Sarge. Is he though? Like, he's got a good setup, but 36. We'll see if he gets a 36. Okay, well he got 26, so yeah, he's mid. Where do we want to watch then? How about we watch the Wolverine? Maybe he goes like fucking full crit hero and just snipes everything. Been mid on 15 with Wolverines exactly one time, probably about 7 years ago. Where yeah, Wolverines like crit the Behemoth, crit the Demon. It's very, very silly. But yeah, we're obviously mid versus no Infernal. I think a fair amount of the time we're mid versus Infernal, but not always. And it's not really impressive versus like no Infernal. Don't get me wrong, it's good. He played pretty well overall. The only sad thing is this unupload that's still on the line. But besides that, like, he did everything pretty well build-wise. And he's got high value with good units, so doesn't make the difference in this game though. It is indeed a team game. There's in fact 4 players versus 4 players. So yeah, you need to rely on other humans to do correct things, which can occasionally not happen. And by occasionally, well, different people will have like different, you know, iterations of occasionally. Different temporal iterations of occasional occurrences of suboptimal gameplay. Basically, like, different people will experience garbage, like, varying intervals, you know. Some people will say they get TK'd every game. Some people are pretty chilled. They're like, nah, most of the time people play well. Anyway, it's all like individual assessment of it. Cheers very much for watching, guys. Appreciate it. Like, subscribe, all of that, and I'll catch you in the next one.